During my assistant professor years at the University of Wisconsin, research dominated everything. The experiments I was doing myself, the experiments I was helping my students do, the journal articles I had to write describing our results, and the research grants that never seemed to end. Things were busy at home as well, with 2 small children and a wife in graduate school. A large piano sat silent in our living room, mostly ignored. About the time I got tenure, I went to a scientific conference in New Hampshire. On my return, I stopped in Boston to visit my college roommate Lou and some of my students from earlier days at Wisconsin. David Roberts was a graduate student at MIT who had done his undergraduate research in my lab at Wisconsin. His apartment mate was Kusuo Horiki, a Japanese chemist who had also worked in my lab. Dave cooked a nice dinner for us. He was a pianist, and his tiny Cambridge apartment had an upright piano. After dinner, we each played some favorite pieces. Then Dave handed me a book of music and said, "Here, look at this, play it." Looked at the music with interest. It was new to me, but I was intrigued, and so I played. This was my first introduction to the piano rags of Scott Joplin, which had been published at the very beginning of the 20th century. I was intrigued. I played a number of the pieces, probably with more enthusiasm than finesse. Although I had never seen the music before, I was immediately hooked. This was before the film The Sting, which featured Joplin's music and sparked a renaissance of interest in ragtime music. When I got home, I immediately bought my own copy of the complete Joplin, and I have been playing those pieces ever since. Few of my programs fail to include at least a little bit of Scott Joplin, and I am forever indebted to Dave Roberts for introducing me to this wonderful music.